I'm at White Rock Acres today, and I'm already about 0.38 miles down the trail, or I should say up the trail since it's climbing the mountain. And I came in that way, and I've been on this trail several times, and I'll come up here and then continue further up this way. And one time I continued up to the top, and another time, a couple other times I went off to the right, just up there a bit, and I have a fire circle up there. So I came from there, and today I'm going that way. So there's this offshoot trail that heads back down the mountain. So I'm going to head down that way. And I guess I'll eventually end up having to turn right, which goes east and back to the road in the parking lot. And hopefully I'll be able to find the old fire circle that my friend John and I had built years ago. It's down there somewhere, about maybe about 80 yards off the trail. So I'll see if I can find it. My new backpack, complete with Vognut. All right, I'm ready to head down this trail here. I don't believe I've ever been on this offshoot trail before. We'll see where it goes. Phone app just said total distance 0.4 miles. Going downhill here. A little rocky. Watch the step. Ooh, looks muddy. Looks muddy just ahead. Ooh, it's really, it's real muddy. Ooh. Let's see if I can get around it this way. And I watch for snakes. Could be snakes in here. Poke around with my stick out in front of me. Stir up the snake before I step on it. I think that's just runoff going down there. And I think, yeah, this looks like the trail. Looks a little nicer, a little drier. It's very rocky, and watch every step you take because there's so many rocks. They're just everywhere. And that gully Looks like the place where John and I had built that fire circle, because it was in a wide gully like that. 0.47 miles. It's a wide gully like that, and it rose up on this side where I'm standing now up to a trail, which is probably this one. So probably, if I were just to go down this little slope, I'd come out pretty close to the fire circle. Now the fire circle is between two big trees, and there's a big boulder on the upside of those trees about 4 or 5 feet away from the trees. We use to sit on. I can't really see anything like that right now. Not from here. Well, I'll just keep going down this trail, and it should connect to a trail that we used to use to get to the fire circle, the trail that heads east-west. Now we would just come in on that trail from the east, from the road, and hike westward in here, and then head up this way, uphill. I guess that'd be south. Yeah, we turn south off that trail and head in here. So this trail should be connecting to that one pretty soon. Yeah, I see a group of rocks up there that look familiar, just off the path. If I'm right, they're at the top of a depression, top of the basin, and there's a big pond down there, down below. And they would be pretty close to the other trail. A lot of mosquitoes out today. Swatting mosquitoes. It's been raining the last few days, so it's really wet and muddy out here, and I guess the mosquitoes are breeding and swarming. You see them flying around all over the place. I mean, they're not real thick, but you can see a few at any one time. It's getting worse down here. There's a clearing right there, about 50 yards away. I don't think that's part of the trail. I think this is the trail. Yep, I think that's I think that's the pond down there. And I would have, yeah, that's the path going back that way, back to the street heading east. And I just came from that way. So I want to go this way. Get on that trail I've been on so many times before, years ago. Yep, that's it. And wet days like this, the water uses this as a drainage ditch. So you get a little stream coming down through here some days, and you can see it's doing that right now. So sorry, the camera's bouncing around. I'm swatting mosquitoes. So, come around this way and try not to get too wet. Well, that fire pit should be somewhere up there. It is somewhere up there. I always have trouble finding it from here, though. It's hard to see from this direction until you're pretty close to it. Damn, mosquitoes are ridiculous today. All over my arms and face. Come on. Well, I'm going to do one of two things. Either get the hell out of here, or get over there and build a fire fast. Because of these damn mosquitoes, if I get some smoke going, it should drive these mosquitoes away from me. And like I said, if I don't do that, then I need to get out of here. Because these mosquitoes are ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay. Here's a spot where if you go straight in from this trail, you should come to the fire circle. Because these little bitty markings on that tree, I etched those in there with a machete probably about 20 years ago, and it marks the spot to turn that way. So I'm going to head in and see if I can find it. I think I see it. Oh, it's up here. Yeah, that's it. I see the big rock behind the fire circle. Excuse me. There it is. Well, there's the two trees flanking it left and right. And it is a big fire circle now, and it was much bigger when we first built it some 20 years ago. Originally, the far end is where it is now, and the near end came down to these boulders here. So it was about 7 feet. Looks like 7 feet by 7 or 8 feet by 4 feet, 5 feet wide. And we had a hell of an inferno going there after a while. And it was definitely in danger of burning the trees, so we took care of that and never built a fire that big again. playing it safe now ever since then. So yeah, here be the fire circle. Fire circle. And it's a good place to sit when you're minus a chair. Well, I was not able to get the fire started. There's just too much wet and too much damp in this forest today. Had rain the last 3 days, and it even drizzled a little bit today, so everything's damp, everything's wet. I got it to smolder for about 5 minutes, and it went out. Tried again, smoldered for 5 minutes, went out, and gave up. Just not worth it today. So, time to head back to the car. I'm doing a loop hike this time, so I'm not going back the same way I came in. I'm going to be going back the other trail that's down the slope a bit and heads back east out that way and goes back to the road, and it's just a little bit further back up to the car, to the parking lot. Say goodbye to the fire pit and head on out. Here's the trail. At this spot, it looks more like a stream gully than a trail. Just for that one little spot. It gets better down there. And then it gets worse again. I can see where it gets more gully-ish. About 30 yards down. Wow, this trail has really eroded since I was here last. A few years back, it wasn't this bad. So the water is just taking this to drain down. Drain down anytime there's a heavy storm, heavy rain. Wow, oh my God. Now I can see it down there. It's just a plain old stream. Look at the ferns. Yeah, we're entering swampland. Yep, so there's this little stream coming down to my left, and off to the right it looks like there's a bigger stream cutting in and joining up with this one, and then it gets really big. Oh yay. Yeah. So coming in from there. Coming to here, making a big puddle, big pool. Flowing down that way. So I need to get on the left and skip all that muck. Backtrack here a bit. Cross over here. Go down this way. Ah, great. A big tree falling down across the path up ahead. Man, just water everywhere. And it's cutting across here too. Stuck on this rock. There we go. Swamp. That swamp down there. It's not showing up on the camera. Take my word for it. It's there. I think the trail's over here. Oh, what have we got over there? Looks like some kind of memorial. The steel pipe. Don't know. Don't know what it is, why it's there. Moss. Now the trail has turned into a swamp. Well, looks like we got a blanket or sleeping bag here. Not a real great place to sleep, but there it is. I don't even know if I'm still on the path. This stuff is such a mess down here. I'm a little bit lower than the way I came in, and it is just way worse with all the water, the mud, the swampiness, the bogs. I mean, it is just a mess. I mean, look at that. And that's not even anything really. The trail is just mucked up. It's just full of muck. Muck and bog and swamp and water and mud. And I'm off the trail now. I don't even... So that's a trail over there or not. Tree down over it anyway, so... Keep going this way, I guess. I hear traffic to my left. Oh, there's the path. It's right there. It's so easy to lose it. And it's a small stream. It's the path, but it has turned into a small stream. Oh, the trail's better now. You can see the gravel, fine gravel, and it's pretty dry. .86 miles. phone app says 0.97 miles. Almost a mile. I'm not making up the last 300ths of it because I'm tired and my knee hurts. So I'm going to call this an end to this hiking adventure. This has been White Rock Acres. See you later.